You know what I mean? I think T.I. got it. Now, part of I recently started watching 50 shows like Power and all that stuff. I can't lie, I did not watch Power when it first came out.
Me either.
I had a friend of mine that put me on to one of the Power episodes, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And what I realized, because 50 is a businessman, and this nigga's smart. He put out the Power episodes as if they are albums. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, he might put out a different Power episode each quarter of the year.
Yeah.
Now think about it, as an artist with music, I gotta make an album 4 times a year. People ain't trying to hear you that much.
Yep.
But if I do this book of power, this book of power, this book of power, you wanna watch it. And I got seasons. That shit is brilliant.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I feel he took that, you know, hey, I ain't gotta put out no album every year. I can produce this show and put it out. So to the business, 50, you winning, you got that. I love it. Hey, great. But when it comes to the verses or the catalog with T.I., I feel T.I. got it in my book. You know what I mean? All day.
And T.I. is a heck of a lyricist too.
All day.
Heck of a lyricist.
All day.
Yeah.
T.I., he is an artist.
Yeah.
And I think with the social media stuff and the background and all these, you know, all this old stuff, I feel like with you mixing the streets in with entertainment, and
right.
You can't.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
And that's what Tip, by the way, said in his post. I gotta say that. He say I'm not like dwelling on the past. I'm kind of paraphrasing what he said, but it was like I'm not dwelling on the past. I'm focused on the future. That's what Tip said too in his Instagram post, like because he's responding to you posting his Crime Stopper stuff and him in the courtroom back in the day. You know, he not trying to relive that. That was years ago.
That's the snitching shit right there.
Yeah.
You bringing up something I had to do so I wouldn't go sit down and do 10 or 15.
Exactly.
Oh, that's chill.
Exactly.
Nigga, let's not bring that back up.
Exactly.
You know, America done forgave me for that.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Right.
Tip could have got canceled. And nobody ever would have known
who he was.
But you bringing this back up like, hey, man.
Yeah,
I forgot about this.
Exactly.
Chill out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
In my opinion, and this is just what I'm going to say, and I know 50 got all his fans that love him very much. And I'm like with Bri. I respect 50 as a businessman. Like I've said in previous episodes, I've listened to some of 50 audio books and stuff that he's put out on business. I respect 50 with that. I've learned some stuff from 50. I look at his interviews at times, all that kind of stuff. But what I will say though is that I just believe in this case, this is music. And I'm a big hip hop fan. Being I was in the hip hop business myself, I'm a hip hop fan. Respond to the verses. Either you're doing it or you're not. Right? Forget all the posting clips from Crime Stoppers and all that. Either you doing the verses with Tip, you gonna accept this challenge, right? Tell versus to line it up, Swiss to line it up, or you're not doing it. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. You know, and Tim already said he don't want to smoke. At 50, you gotta prove the right because you ain't responding. Yes or no? Yeah. Yes or no, my man? That is a fact. That's all it is.
It boiled down to the music.
Right, we talking about the music.
Because see, in that time of music, that era, that early 2000s music.
Right, exactly.
You had a lot of real, you know, because it took money to get into the music industry. Let's just throw that out there.
Exactly.
So a lot of the ones that came in that era,
right,
and that's still relevant to this day,
right.
You know, you can't. 50 ain't no bitch, Tip ain't no bitch.
Right.
That's all I can say.
Right.
Now one of them, you know, ain't folding for nothing.
Right.
So, you know, we can't go street with this. You feel me? You gotta go straight music. And let it be. And with music, Tip got it.
Yeah, it is. Same here. I say the same thing.
Hey.
I say the same thing. Hello, this is G Bass. Rise of the 1%, Rise Media. We on this Saturday evening about to get ready to knock out some podcast episodes with some individuals here in the city of Atlanta making some big moves. You can see here, look, this is how it goes down. Here when our guests come and sit down with myself, G Bass, other Rise of the 1% of Rise Media, to have that conversation to share the story, share the journey, share what you got going on. So listen, everybody got a story, everybody got a journey, and then you got some things going on, then you definitely can get with us and see if it'll be a fit to be on the Rise of 1% podcast and actually have that discussion with myself. It's going to be a link to a form you can fill out. You said www.theriseof1%.com/pod form. Again, www.theriseof1%.com/pod form. It's going to be in this video. You can fill that out, and we can see if it'll be a fit for you to come on and have that conversation with myself. If you don't fill out the form, then obviously it's not for you, and that's fine. We're looking for those that's serious. Those that's serious about rising to the top 1% are already in the 1%. That's what we're looking to sit down with myself right here. As you can see, Rise Media, Rise of 1%. This is how we get down. We have a great time and have a lot of fun doing it. So once again, if you're serious, make sure you fill out the form. We'll look over the form, see if it's a fit. If it's a fit, we'll reach out. If not, we won't reach out. We'll just continue to move forward. But with that said, this is G Bass. See you soon. Have a great one on purpose.